Welcome back, folks, to Season 4 of Fill Ur Cuppa, the Support Together podcast. I am your host, Mrs. O, and I am joined today by Mrs. Una Mary Leonard.
Hello, hello.
And we have a very special guest, and that of Mrs. Lyndsey Gormley, our chair lady for Support Together.
Hello.
You're very welcome, Lyndsey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. This is our take 3. We were going well there, but we weren't recording. It wasn't getting our video.
Yeah.
And so this is we're going now till it stops, right?
Well, we hope. We're a bit out of practice.
I was nervous the first time. I'm not now at the third time.
See, that was the whole point, Lyndsey, to get you into it, right?
Oh, bless you.
So yes, folks, this is Season 4. We had full intentions of getting Season 4 up and going in January 2026. The last time we sat in these 3 famous chairs was November. Everything has been absolutely crazy within Support Together. So we are late, but well worth the wait. How does that sound?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So Season 4 is actually sponsored this year by Shannon Hollywood,
Yeah.
behavioural consultant. Shannon works very closely with us within the charity and helps us with our members. So big shout out to Shannon.
Yeah.
We're going out to our special guest, Lyndsey.
Hello.
First podcast, Lyndsey?
First podcast, yes.
Are you any nervous or how are you getting on?
I was, but take 3 now has got me well ready.
You're well settled in that
Well
seat
settled
now.
yeah.
Yeah. Lyndsey, am I right in thinking you graduated last week from your nursing?
Yes, I did indeed.
It wasn't just any normal graduation, though.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like you didn't just. Like, where was it?
It was in Croke Park.
With 3 weans and a husband?
Yes, so you can say 4.
Yeah, 4 children, 100%. I'm with you there. So fantastic. Well done. We were very, very proud of you here in
Thank
Support
you
Together.
so much.
Absolutely. What an achievement.
Unreal.
You know, you were working
Yeah.
as well as studying, and that's no easy bag there, as well as having 3 kids, and all of them are in primary school.
Yes. Yeah. I suppose Larissa was 8 days old whenever I did my interview, and I was still on maternity leave when I started my course. And whenever I look back, it's like, was that even me? How did I manage to do all of that? You do look back and think, where did I get the time?
And what age is the wee doll now?
She'll be 5 in April.
So is that how long the course?
4 years.
Yeah.
Lyndsey, that's massive. Now, come on. Jeekers, creakers.
can't
Do we
believe
click?
it.
Is this the clicker? What a clapper. Woo!
Well done.
Absolutely. I didn't realise that that's how young the wee
Yeah.
doll
Wee twig
was when
was.
you did your interview.
So you had like a virtual interview, and my phone was propped up against a thing of Farley Rusks. And I was sitting in this virtual waiting room being like, who knew that a virtual waiting room is as anxious as a normal waiting room? Yeah.
You're through it now and you have your permanent post. You're working
Yes.
and you're a shit hot mummy.
Well, I don't know about that.
You're some woman
yeah.
for one woman.
Yeah.
You ask the kids, Daddy's the good one. He's the one who provides the goods and the
Oh,
sweeties.
you see.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what we hear that all the time.
Absolutely. I think it's the
But
same.
it is a
Yeah.
partnership. It is that like Kevin and you had to work together, and he's a big part of this too because
100%. I couldn't have done it without him or without his support, and being a couple who have limited family support.
yeah.
It was me, Kevin, and our really reliable childminder, who again I couldn't have done it without. But between placements and night duties and different shifts, like we had to really work together as a team, and it wasn't easy. Don't get me wrong, but hopefully it's all been worth it.
Oh, it
Yeah,
has.
it
Look at where you are.
has. But even you, like, and it's so hard. Like sometimes people say, "Why did you go to graduation with everybody? It should have been you and Kevin." But
Yeah.
no, your kids are a big, massive part of that as well.
Absolutely.
And it's like you're a great example to show. It doesn't matter what age you are, what you've went through in life. If you have a zest back into you for learning,
Yeah.
you can go. Did you ever imagine that you were going to be a nurse? Is that something that you grew up wanting to be?
It is something that I grew up wanting to be, but I suppose because of losing daddy when I was 18 and mummy when I was 21, I had to be financially independent, so I couldn't give up work to go and study. So doing it through Lumpen University was the only way that was possible for me, and I had asked for the opportunity a good number of years ago and had been turned down just due to not being able to be let out of the ward for it. But on reflection, I wouldn't have been ready then. The life experience was
Yeah.
really good, and just getting more experience as a healthcare assistant was invaluable to the process. So I was where I was meant to be when I was meant to be there, for sure.
And that's a lovely way of looking at that, because often people used to say to me, and if it's not for you, it won't go by you. And when you're in the middle of that and you've applied for something and you haven't got it, especially even funding for us, you're going, seriously?
Yeah.
What? I need this funding. I want it. Sometimes, often, it definitely lands at the right time.
Yeah.
So you're an ICU nurse, you're a mummy, you're a wife, and then you have this title as chair of Support Together.
Absolutely.
How and under God.
That's the hardest job of all.
Talk me through how we're going to do a wee recap of last year. But how did you get yourself into this role of being the chair lady of Support Together, and what's it like being the chair lady of a charity?
I thought you were going to say, how did you get yourself into this handling?
Well, it was, but no, it's not a handling.
No, it's absolutely not. It's a complete privilege.
Yeah.
I suppose I've been on the committee 3 years now, and when I started out, it was Una planting the seed, as always.
You do not know now at this stage, if she starts planting seeds, you don't even
Run.
make
I didn't 3 years ago. I've learned very quickly.
Yes.
And had asked about being on the committee. So I went to my first committee meeting, I suppose not really knowing what was ahead of me or what was expected of me. And I became the secretary, first of all.
That's the AGM.
At the AGM, yeah. They were like, yeah, we were thinking, actually, you were involved in that as well, if I remember correctly.
Probably was, yeah.
Yeah, you were like, we were thinking. And I was like, no, were you now?
You know the way you're kind of thinking, right, if the roles are going to be changing, who would be a good person? Like if they come to voting and you get a chance, who are you going to put in?
We believed in you,
Yeah.
you see, Lyndsey.
And I was like, you what now?
You say what?
So yes, I became the secretary first of all, and I did that role for a year. And then the chair at that time stepped down, and the treasurer actually at the same time. So we had a whole switch around of the committee. And I then became chair lady, which is a great honour and a great privilege, and it's just so lovely to be able to give something back to the charity and to support a charity that supports so many women. It's just, it's a privilege.
Well, I can say from being a member of Support Together and moving on then and being a volunteer and now being an employee, that you're a fantastic chair lady.
Oh, thank you so
We
much.
feel very supported by the trustees and the board that we have, and it's the fact that it's a woman too. Woohoo! We're going well. So this last year we've been very, very busy. And there's so much stuff that I could pull out to try and think of what we're going to talk about and how we're going to do a good recap. But with one major thing that we need to speak about from last year, and it's something that has been well broadcasted. But we definitely, have you got her there, Una?
Here comes Holly.
We took her with us today. So yes, we have been the winners of the Make a Difference Award 2025, the Community Group Award for the BBC Radio Ulster and Radio Foyle.
Yes.
And we were also on the TV for BBC Morning Live. We had a massive day in Oma where the BBC came over from Bristol, was it?
I think they did, yeah. 2 of a crew came over.
And they spent the whole day with the team in the office and the mummies that we have out in Aladdin's Kingdom, did a full day of filming. I was filmed walking across the bridge and all the buses. So then we were on TV on the Friday following the awards, remember that?
Yeah, and we were interviewed by the wonderful Holly.
Holly Hamilton.
That's why we've called it.
Yes,
Holly.
and then we were on then after that there to win this fantastic award.
Yeah.
And a fantastic couple of days up in Belfast. As chair lady of Support Together, Lyndsey, what does this mean?
I am just so beyond proud, but I'm nowhere near surprised.
Really?
Yeah, no, I knew you girls had it in the bag.
Oh, you're going to get me.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
How would you not have? And it being from a mummy is so special at the nomination. Like, I think we have to give Zara a shout out here.
Massively.
Her nomination, what she wrote, how she wrote it, and how she spoke on the day as well. She was absolutely incredible, as were you.
Yes.
You had like a big role there to do. You weren't just walking across the bridge.
No.
Yes, because through the filming, they actually did me, they spoke of me being a mummy, coming through the journey, and then going on then to be able to give back, which is something that I am so proud of and something I've always wanted to do. So to be able to get it out there and to show, again, it's showing hope for a mummy that's out there, maybe that's going through at the minute, that it's not going to be here forever, because that's all I ever thought was, I'm going to be stuck like this forever. I'm not going to have any enjoyment. There's no hope. But actually, I've come the full circle, and it's great to be able to give back. in terms of Zara, she came from a place of pride and not shame or stigma.
What shame and stigma normally silences people.
Yeah, yeah.
And Zara thought enough's enough.
Yeah.
And by putting our name forward, it was absolutely scary biscuits. There's no point denying it. Like at that end of it, it was so terrifying. I mean, I think I did for stage one, the interview, I didn't even know my name. And I remember saying to Ciara when we were going up that time to interview us early in the morning.
Yes. Our first ever radio interview.
Radio.
We should be talking about that too.
The radio
it was good crack that day.
Radio interview, and I said to Ciara, I don't know if I got it. What about support together? What? Ciara goes, you know, with the charity. I don't know, who am I? What am I going to say? Absolutely. I mean, I was terrified.
Well, now if we go back. We went up the night before because we were on the radio at 7:30, so we were in the radio station at about 7 o'clock in the morning, so it was a very early start. So me and you went up the road the night before, and I was trying to give Una directions. I couldn't even bite my finger. Come to Thursday evening after you've worked all week, and I was zombied. Get into the lift, remember, Una? And Una says, right, we'll go down and get something to eat. We get into the lift, and I just stood there. She's like, are you going to press the button?
I says, I don't need you falling apart at this time. I haven't a clue what I'm doing. I need you at the minute. This is the wrong time to fall apart or the wrong time to zone out, Ciara.
I was floor 5 just waiting on your dinner.
There, stand for floor 3. And I was like, are you going to press the button, Ciara?
Oh my word.
But we did a wee bit of prep the night before. So we knew the message we were coming to get across. We did a wee video, remember, for the Facebook, and literally we could hit record, and what we did was
just
one
spoke
take,
honestly,
Got up the next morning and headed off into the BBC for this radio interview, and had done notes, to remind herself in case she kind of slipped up.
Who am I? I need to write who I am. Support to get what I support. But that's how much it startles you. You get it 100%, just absolutely terrifies you.
Lyndsey, we get into the room and she had headphones on, so she couldn't put on her glasses, so she couldn't read the sheet.
Ciara,
and it was black dark.
I can't read the sheet. I can't see. And then I started panicking and I had a frog in my throat. Like, of all times for a frog to visit my throat. But then I just thought, and I knew that's the difference in having people beside you and with you, that I knew Ciara would flow it on. She would keep her going till I was able to catch up or join again.
Yes. But the 2 interviewers that day were fantastic, and Una had said that whenever we were in before you actually get they print live, because there must be like a news interview or maybe it was like a gospel reading I think was on before us. So they were all, how you feeling? And I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. And I was like, no, I'm grand, I'm chilled. But once Una got started, it flowed.
I remembered my name.
Yes.
Proud of myself and why I started up Support Together.
And then once you start chatting, it just comes out.
I know, but the podcasts have helped us.
Oh,
and
my God, massive.
They even commented on that, but it's a completely different level. And with Support Together, I suppose I'd have been down in the grassroots, down in the dirt, never wanted that attention. That's not why this charity started. Like, we're going a long, long time. And when they rang us up to say we were nominated, and the lady asked me, have you ever done anything like this before with the BBC? I says, no. She says, are you serious? She says, we've never showcased yous before, because the information she got from Zara and then which was picking up from me through the telephone call and our journey, she was like fascinated by it, and we didn't, because we were doing what we set out to do, and you can get sidetracked with all of that, and that's not what we're about. But also I have to realise the more that we get out there, the more, because there's mummies that can't get our support.
Yeah.
And mummies won't avail of it because I don't know if I'd been the mummy to do that. But us getting the message out there, so us even being on the TV, us even being on, the radio, somebody sitting out there would have got some reassurance from it. So often you have to step out of your comfort zone. Yeah. But it was very uncomfortable for a while there now.
We were like film stars though after that first BBC Radio Ulster. We were we came out of the room and we finished up our wee interview and came downstairs. When we went back for breakfast, I couldn't even eat. Half-sized toast what I ate that full day.
Ciara couldn't
I went complete
nerves.
Oh my God, the nerves hit me after it.
It's not funny.
As I was buzzing. I was so buzzing, it was over, and I went,
we were just sitting there in the Premier Inn, and Una was like, you going to have breakfast? And I was like, no. And the phones were buzzing because everybody, different ones from home had been listening and heard us, and it was getting the recognition over Facebook and all. It was class.
Oh yeah.
But
it's not. I think too. I think that's, and you've hit that right. Is knowing that we had people out there championing us on.
Your wee mammy.
My wee mammy. Oh, mammy says, I'm so proud of you, Una, and I'm so proud of Kira too.
And
I go,
as well.
Kira, Mommy's after she's so proud of us. You know,
I'll line up on the room, two of us like two zombies.
But people, you know, they were cheerleading because they believed in us.
Yeah.
And whether I didn't know my name, whether I got confused, that didn't matter. You know, they were proud of where we've come from. And at God stage, I thought, you know, we've won the award in our hearts. You know, it's reached out to people, and we'll just enjoy this. And then we were asked then to go to BBC Foyle.
We went to Foyle then. That was fantastic. The wee fella from MoMA did the interview for Radio Foyle.
He was a dote. He was lovely.
Phil, wasn't he?
Yeah, Phil, yeah.
And then you went back up to Radio Ulster and did a Saturday interview.
That's right.
With Gemma and with Zara. That was the two. And then the award. Now, I all along I thought, you know, we might have this. This could be ours. And then the last one I was like, no shit, we might not have this, because if you look at the rest of the people that were in the Community Group Awards, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And we were all fantastic winners.
Yeah.
And like we went in that morning for the award ceremony, and I met the other community group woman in the bathroom who was saying, "No, you have this. You're the winners." And I was like, "But you're in for it too, and your group's amazing."
I know.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But even to be championed on by others, to not be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, look at you, you're going to win." Everyone was so supportive.
Everybody
of
was
each other.
so supportive.
We were sharing a table then with Brady.
There was it was a throne table, and Brady won it, and we were over the moon.
Oh, cheekers! I was crying away for Brady. Ours was announced.
Ours was the very last award.
Guys, seriously, like, keep us to the end.
The best to last.
Because it was in recognition along with the BBC Morning Live.
Yeah.
And we didn't know if Holly was going to be there or not, because Holly's baby was due.
Yes.
Right.
So she came out to interview us, and she's 9 months pregnant, and she didn't know if she was going to be there or not. And we were kind of thinking, no, she's not here. So, oh, well, she's not. You know, we definitely haven't got it that Holly's not here. Next thing then they announced that Holly was here. Well, that was enough then to set us off. And then when she started to talk and announced that it was us, I completely went to mush.
So originally we had planned that look, ladies, you ladies have been supported by the charity. I want you to receive the award. I'm sick of listening to my own voice. So Gemma and Kira had discussed that what they were going to say, and just be natural with it.
Yeah.
And
if we won.
If we won. Yeah. So, but you have to be
prepared.
I don't think anybody who receives Oscars and all, you have to do a wee kind of an idea. They're always coming up with a wee script.
No, we were scribbling down the table, and we were writing
what not to say.
No cussing.
Don't swear.
Don't swear, seriously. But it'd be me the one that did it, don't worry about swearing. So when we went up, like, and to see Mrs. O then cry and go, she couldn't get her words out, and I'm like, okay, we Mrs. O's crying, and then Gemma was so emotional.
It was such a massive achievement, and I think it was for the mummies.
Oh,
like our mummies were there for us in Aladdin's Kingdom, and like they treated Aladdin's Kingdom as any other day.
Yeah,
there was nothing put on. It was a normal day, and all the wee kids were there as well. But it was just like, it was lovely to have and for them to feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
So you're thinking we have to be doing something right.
Oh no, but even as well, it's like kicking ass of the illness like that. How long we're turning the volume up?
Yeah.
Bloody enough's enough. There's too many suffering out there in silence.
That's it.
Let's get rid of the shame, the stigma. One conversation at a time.
That's it.
And we did. And then put the mic to me, like, if I have nothing planned, but I do know me name. But I couldn't believe, because I was certain the 2gether are going to take over that. That's brilliant. I was more relaxed. And then I was able to speak, but the room was full of just pure warmth.
Oh yeah.
And then your fella grabbed a hold of me, Mark
Simpson.
He says, I'm going to interview you now for the 1 o'clock news. I says, you say what? He says, yeah. He says, you spoke really well. I says, no, Mark, no. How long? I grab Kira, you want to get him? He says, no, I want to interview you. Well, you on about us doing 3 takes here. And he is a pro. The amount of times
It was hilarious.
We got Sport Together's name,
Aye.
everything. He was so funny. It was lovely.
It lightened
You
it
know,
probably
yes,
for you
it
though.
did.
Then by the time we got round it, you were like, right, I'm ready.
Well, he said to me, could we come out? Could I take you outside for 2 minutes? And I go, sorry, what, Mark? You know, and he says, no, just need one interview. He says, because for the 1 o'clock news. And I go, so what? But you were just carried with pure
Adrenaline that day.
no
weren't you?
different than you when you're going to cross the line, the finish line, when you do your running and your marathons. Like
Yeah.
you be like
Buzzing,
and we were, and then just to look at the girls and even Carly, the pride Carly had
of course.
on us, and knowing that we were meeting Caitlin afterwards, where the whole story began, and then she went out and celebrated with us. So it was massive, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing, and the buzz continued. We were having the buzz in Belfast, but the buzz was continuing at home because we were getting me video clips. Oh, you're in the news at 1 o'clock. You're back in the news. Like, me searched the place for TV. Remember in the evening time?
we went and watched.
Just see if we can see her
Well,
on the
Felix said,
the
everybody,
TV.
we're going to be in the news. I'm in the news.
Sitting at the bar, yes, it is.
Yes, sorry, I'm going to the bar. Sorry, are you going to keep playing that football, or are you putting on
And
the
they
news?
did keep the football. They wouldn't put on the news
I hear
first.
there's a great charity. Has
Well, sure, she told Taxi Man and everything.
Yeah.
Taxi Man,
The wee man was
we're
all
celebrities.
we will go. I'll go watch. I go, yes, BBC News.
Yeah. I don't believe the Jews are.
we are
we
celebrities.
are. We're telling
taxi fare
everybody.
should be free.
Yeah.
I think my
Didn't
line
work.
was, are you aware that you are in the presence of celebrities?
Yes, this was her line all night. But that created a bit of humour, you know, and that's what we're about, bringing that wee bit of colour, a wee bit of fun.
Yes.
And I'm just so proud of the girls, you know, and the charity and the mummies.
We brought Holly then back to Aladdin's Kingdom, remember, with a
We
big
did.
cake
We had a cake and all. With
and the
our
mummies.
mummies,
Yeah, and this award was in the ball pool and everything was.
Yeah.
You can imagine.
Oh, I can imagine.
Kira takes Holly nearly everywhere. If we're going,
Oh,
if
yes,
there,
you have
we
to
do
show her
pop-ups.
And she's nice and compact.
She takes Holly.
Pop her
So
in your
we've-
handbag.
You have no understanding about the amount of pride that is in this award.
Oh, absolutely.
So she deserves to be shown off.
She does
Yeah.
indeed.
So she does. And actually, at the minute, they're putting in applications for this
About
year's.
to say that,
Yeah.
so I would highly recommend
Oh,
for
was it
somebody
fantastic?
to
And the whole
anybody.
organisation and the way that it was all done was fantastic, wasn't it?
They held us very well, you know, especially when we were interviewed for the TV. Like, we were national TV, like, and
BBC, not radio, BBC One.
BBC
Do
One.
you know how many? We do our evaluation there. Do you know how many viewers BBC Morning Live get? Well over the millions, you know. This is Fill Ur Cuppa, the Support Together podcast, and we couldn't bring you today's episode without the support of Shannon Hollywood, behavioural consultant. Shannon supports parents with a compassionate, research-based approach that focuses on connection, emotional safety and co-regulation, not punishment. Her courses and online content are designed to help parents stay calm and confident and connected, especially during challenging moments. And remember to follow Shannon on all her socials.
It's a good job you didn't know that before.
Yes.
Glasses.
So we were interviewed in our hub, in our safe space, in our
And it was
environment.
lovely to showcase it, and they did say even themselves, you know, the producer and all, and even Holly, like, it blew them away.
Bearing in mind, that was actually before the winner was announced.
Yes.
Oh
You know,
God, yeah.
like that was, it
Yeah.
was just an interview beforehand, so you didn't even
We didn't
know.
even know
yeah.
that we had won that stage. We were telling our story of Support Together.
Well, she did ask Holly.
I know, I was there. I do remember. I was like,
Aye.
no, Kira, you can't ask them questions.
But she didn't answer. But she did answer. No, she didn't answer.
No, she didn't
she
answer.
I was like,
She
you
was
know,
very
Holly, they
professional.
wouldn't bring you down here now if we didn't win it.
I know, but sure, you have to try
It
and.
was just like,
and I will be, you never know who might be a future guest. In
Yes,
season 4,
this is what
Fill Ur
we're
Cuppa.
hoping.
Holly herself could be here. God knows. With fingers crossed.
Yeah,
That'll be
then invites
confusing.
out.
Holly and Holly.
Oh yes.
Holly, meet Holly.
But it was an absolute amazing moment, and as you say, as a chair lady and everything, to sit back and watch it, even from my family, they were so proud, and your family were so proud,
Yes.
you know, and that means a lot, because listen, we often do long hours, and often you carry a bit of work home with you.
Yeah.
You know, as you do, but, you know, when you're nursing, you try not to, but you do, or we're maybe out working a Saturday and odd time. So it just
somebody
wasn't.
sticks with you that's in your head that you're
Yes.
thinking about over the weekend, wondering how they're getting on, or
Of course. So
Yeah.
that filled our cuppa
It definitely
massively.
did. It filled our cuppa. And then it was a good job it filled the cuppa because we've had such a busy between November, December, January, February, March, and like our books are open now for the Good Morning Mama.
Mama.
So we're taking more mummies in. Like the books are open. We've such a large amount, and we're seeing mummies making progress, and so it was a good job that cuppa was overfilled.
Aye, because we needed it.
We needed it.
Yeah, but we were doing our whole transitional period at that time, you know, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
there's a lot goes on in the background that people don't see, isn't there? You know, like there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of organising. These things just don't happen. Even down to the marketing and the advertising and putting the posters together.
Yes.
That just doesn't happen.
No.
And like we don't have somebody
No.
that, you know, specifically that does that.
No.
So I mean that's all down to you girls.
It's
Well,
a lot
yeah.
goes on, but even the governance is like the governance is tightened within Support Together. Is past probably 8 or 9 months. This has
Yep.
been because we've got a bit of support from Volunteer NI, and also from the Rural Community Network.
Yeah.
We got a bit of funding from it. I think that's lottery funding, and so the governance, you know, us getting more training, the committee getting more training and governance on it, you know. But it
Yeah.
you can see us
You can see a shift.
evolving
Yes.
to the next another level, which yet again becomes scary.
Yes. But it's a level that we're naturally growing to.
Yeah.
Oh, why we haven't
haven't shut up.
No,
You know,
but we haven't put pressure on that because it wouldn't work.
But it's just the charity progressing naturally. It's a natural thing that's happening.
I suppose I'm going to put you in the spot, Lyndsey. From you started being chairwoman 2 years ago to now, like what do you see as the biggest difference or the biggest growth for Support Together?
Well, I suppose it has. Yous have learnt so much. Yous reflect all the time, which means that yous are constantly learning. But you're learning from past mistakes and from things that have went well and things that haven't went
Yeah.
well. Yous don't bite off more than yous can chew. Yous always make sure that, you know, the mummies feel held and that they're important and that they're valuable. Because at the end of the day, there's no point having 100 mummies and them all only feeling half looked about.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you have your small number of mummies and they're well looked after
Yeah.
and they're progressing, which is such a beautiful thing to see. And
It
you
is.
be so, you can just see the emotion coming through yous, which shows how much yous pour into them as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You know, and I suppose even just rules and regulations for new mummies coming on and things to
Yes.
keep mummies safe. And it's all learning from
Yep.
things that maybe haven't went as well as we would have liked.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's where we do our learning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whenever things don't go.
Well, that's the biggest growing pain. You know,
Yeah.
we grow as we're going through it. I mean, we are a charity. We started off grassroots from a lived experience story. I didn't have all the answers. I'm not going to. So you're so right, yeah.
I'm not sure if this is the
That's
right way
upside
around.
down,
I'm
Mrs.
upside down. We're going to come to the fun part of the podcast now,
Because I
Lyndsey.
don't know if it's much fun now.
Um,
I'd have to think.
Well, obviously, as chair lady, I would like to think that you've listened to some of our podcasts, so you understand what's coming next.
I understand what's
Good.
coming next.
It's a good job. Mine should turn around and said, no, I haven't heard it.
I get to give you a run for your money with the terrible jokes.
Oh, you think?
Oh, have you got one or two? Oh, yours is probably going to be deadly because I am sick of the cheese.
I have come prepared,
God.
ladies.
She's probably going to know the answer to them, but if you do, you're not allowed to answer it.
Oh, very good. So, see, that's brilliant. She's come
Yes.
well prepared.
Well, actually, I have actually changed it up a wee bit this year too. I've got riddles and everything.
Oh, no, I can't do
No.
riddles.
But the whole point of Fill Ur Cuppa is we discuss, or we always kind of finish her off before the cheesy jokes about what keeps your cuppa filled. Now, we spoke about what's kept our cuppa filled there
Yeah.
in terms of the charity for the last few months. But I am going to ask you, Una, how you feel? What's in that cup at the minute? What's keeping that cup filled?
Coffee. And I actually don't drink coffee, so it was coffee. I love being creative. Lost creativity. So I am, we've done up the house there and I'm buying. Do you know what I've decided? Because I get myself a wee bit, I need this and that needs to be like that and that's not matching. I've decided I am going to buy what makes me smile.
Yep.
That is brilliant.
And
I love that.
do you know the way you can get so up with the trends and that needs to match that and that needs to pop? Shut that. I threw that out the window and that's what I've done. I buy what makes me smile. Mightn't make Mike smile.
But if you're smiling, he's smiling.
Of course.
So.
I even bought this. It's like a cow head, right? It's not a real cow. No cows were damaged or hurt in it, but it's got a golden crown on it. It's black, right? And it's got a golden crown on it. And I've put it on as you walk up my stairs. And I always say hello to her. Hello, Daisy. How you keeping? And it makes me smile. Just wee creative things. That's what I'm buying. Wee pockets of things that makes me smile and putting them in the house.
Oh, you're just right.
Nobody else mightn't make anybody else smile, but it's about me and then my inner circle. That's where. So I have been. It's been.
That's good.
No, it is. It just gives you the warm fuzzy because the time there you weren't even looking at the house.
Yeah.
Aye.
But that's where you spend your evenings and where you want to feel cocooned. And so
Your
I have
safe
been
place.
doing wee.
Yeah.
Just wee pictures and colour and going a wee bit different. And I like
we
that.
know. We all know. If anybody has seen the hub, that Una is not, in any way traditional. It's very much colourful, creative.
It is, but every sofa's nearly falling apart because they're second hand. So I am putting a plea. What is it? A plea? What do you call it? A plea out there, mainly to Mrs. O because she does our finances. That I'd love new sofas.
She has seen a sofa that she
I've seen a
wants,
sofa, and I'm talking and talking.
and she keeps
and talking.
dropping it into conversation.
Planting a seed, putting it out to the universe.
Someday,
She's definitely gonna get it then if
Me
she
and
knows
Ian's
it's
going to
like-
go over to this shop just till I show you this sofa.
Oh, you haven't
Now we
seen
won't
it?
get
No,
it
I've
if it's
seen a
not in
picture
the
of it.
budget, but there is a bit of budget there. You see.
We have got a wee bit of money there that we had.
And half of our things are half. The legs are hanging together, and,
And it's a health and safety risk.
Thank you, chair lady. I
Yeah,
really appreciate
you know,
that.
yeah.
And if I get my sofa, if I get the sofa for together, I will have it up, and everybody's going to see it.
And it would make me so happy.
I would work even harder. I
But
promise.
you're just thinking, what about back to the health and safety? It would make then a place safer, would it?
Yeah, I
Of
think
course it wouldn't.
yeah.
Kira, half of the legs are missing on the sofas, and
Imagine
I
a mommy setting that and fell off.
You don't know any good joiners now that could give us a couple of feet for a couple of sofas.
No, we've even put that appeal out.
We have, we've got nowhere.
I even asked my husband to come in, but because they're broken that bad, even the chipwood.
But why are they broken?
Una's out kicking it.
Una, tell me, why are the sofas broken?
Because I moved the furniture.
By herself.
No, well, the chairs are broken because we moved them for the Mummy Banter show and all. Now, come on.
They
Things
broke last
aren't
year.
made to last anymore.
No.
That is
I'm
true.
telling you the truth. But anyway, no, the yellow chairs are still a darlings. I love them. It's wicked sofas. They're all second hand.
Right,
And some of them are brown. Sorry, Fian, but you know.
That's black.
Oh, is that black? All right. Need to decorate these a bit.
Lyndsey, we had Una had hinted at something there at the very start, but how you keep your cuppa filled.
What do you mean she had hinted at
About the
something?
running.
Oh, yes.
What you
Yes.
feel going over the... Now, that would not fill my cuppa.
Just not a bit.
Yes, I do enjoy exercise and I feel that and it's not just running, I enjoy most things.
No.
Apparently not team sports. I'm a lone wolf.
Right?
Well, I think it's
You've
just
done them hydro. What do you call them?
high rocks,
Uh-huh.
yes. But I suppose like football or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
I wouldn't be into things like that. It is just sort of your high rocks or your running and all that and your sort of strength sessions. But I am currently training for Oma Half.
So that's in how many weeks now? 2 or 3?
And the 29th of March, so a week and a half.
Week and a half, yeah.
So I've been doing a lot more running and strength training. It is really good for the head. See, being out at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the mornings are bright now, and you just look around on my recovery part, and I just think it is so beautiful, and everything looks so beautiful in the frost, and you're just so lucky to be able to go out and do that. It's such a privilege to be able to have the energy to do it, to have the willpower to do it, and to have the knees to do it.
See, I'd be looking out and thinking it's frosty. I could run and fall and slip.
Health and safety and all that. But then I do, you love that, and it's what rocks your boat or whatever, you know. And but I would have a run and joke with them. I never see anybody running out there that is happy. They're in agony. I know. But you're not. But I totally hear, because we've had Mummy on Anya who loves the running, and
yes.
it's good for her.
She's amazing at it. Yeah, she's
And
fantastic.
you are the same. You get a lot out of it. And God, it filled your cup.
Yeah.
Normally the longer runs don't, but because I'm competitive against myself, as my husband always points out.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
You want to
very
get your
much
best
so.
time?
Yes, and I didn't get what I wanted in the last one, so I was like, well, that is a goal for me. So I've worked really hard, and hopefully it pays off. I just need to keep injury free and sick free. So if anybody's got a cough, you stay away from me.
Yes.
Including my kids.
Well, here you keeping them off school then, because there's where the germs come
They're
in.
like at the door sprayed with Dettol. Only joking.
Says the nurse.
Has running always been something you've been into, Lyndsey?
I started it shortly after I got married. No coincidence. No.
Was there no
Clear your
coincidence
head,
there? No.
Swear. I always thought I couldn't do it. And I used to go out with Kevin, and he runs really fast to start with, and then he slows down, whereas I run slow and speed up. So we just didn't run well together. So I went out for a couple of times with him and thought, you can't do this.
No.
And then I went out with a wee running group in Drumquin, and we did 7 mile in our first day, and I'd never ran any more than 3, so I was buzzing about it. And that was the start of the running career. It got paused between babies and things like that, because obviously it's a bit harder.
Would you always return to it?
Always return to
And would
it,
you have
yeah.
taken the pram out? Were you always liking to get out with the wee
Yes.
ones? You would, okay.
I think there was a challenge for support
Yes, the
together.
pramathon.
I actually came across photos of that.
You've done so well.
Mason had like wee signs held up and that. Yes. And I was
Class.
heavily pregnant at that time. That was around COVID as well, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it
I
was. We did a
think?
pramathon.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to get out, and you never feel bad for going out, and you never come back and think I regret doing that. So, it
Hail,
is-
rain or snow, you're out.
Yes,
So
yeah, I do try anyway. No, I'm not always. There's days I sleep in, and there's days that I'm.
And what happens then if you're planning to go to work? Because your shifts, of course, are 12 hours. Now, do you get out running that morning, or do you wait?
Yes, I wake up at like 4:30 and go out at 5, and
Shut the front door.
So you would do miles and miles and miles and then go and do a 12-hour shift?
well, not miles and miles and miles. I'd maybe do like a wee interval session or one of my easy runs at maybe 5 or 6 mile, and then come home, get showered, and go to work. But I actually feel better for it. You know, if I go into work and I haven't had my run,
Aye.
I feel a bit groggy nearly. Whereas by the time I get to work, I'm like, "Where's my lunch?"
Right, a rock. Right, everybody.
I know they're like
I'm
breakfast.
here.
I'm like breakfast. I call it lunch.
Oh, I have mine in me 4 o'clock this morning.
Here, I mean, Lyndsey, that's just
Amazing.
like, don't know if it's
Stupidity.
is that amazing or is it? But it is, because it's working for you.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yes.
that's
And I
spectacular.
only do 2 days in a row now at the minute, so it's not like a long, I can get a nap then. Whenever the kids go to school, I do enjoy a nap.
Yes.
Yes, but you're grabbing your moments, and I suppose the message is, yes, you couldn't run when you were pregnant, but you did other stuff
Yeah.
to allow you to still fill your cup, because you know that's what keeps you well.
Yeah.
And you're not pushing yourself too much, and you understand that there's,
Yeah.
that's
like
brilliant.
whenever you know your own body, and everyone's got different limits, and it's about fueling it well and about looking after it well.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it from a point of view of I'm fueling my body to perform rather than I'm keeping food away from it
Yeah.
for a cosmetic point of view,
Yes, yes.
like it's a total mindset
Yeah.
change.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
I'm
it is. It's
super
good.
proud of you, like, because we do see you one in this and one in the other. And we're
Oh,
like,
I don't be
that's
winning
our
anything
chair.
now. No.
we know her. You're deadly, absolutely dead. Okay, I forgot. Okay, now we need to ask Mrs. O. Mrs. O, what filled?
I think what you're going to ask me.
What filled your
Who's
cup?
presenting this podcast again?
What has been filling my cuppa? I suppose over the last wee while, I have had loads of family time. Mm-hmm. Really enjoying the innocence of children.
Yes, you've been sharing some moments and stories and conversations, and it
yeah.
is quite funny. You
Yeah.
get them
I
moments.
could imagine your children being very funny.
Yes.
Oh my. Even there this morning before I left the house, my children are off today, and Orla has she had a wee list done out, and she brought it down and showed me, and I was like, what's this? So what she's got planned for today. So it was number 1, wake up.
Oh, right, okay.
And
Which is
then,
very important.
Then
Yeah.
number 2, it was like breakfast, or then it was read 10 pages of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh.
And then number 3 was breakfast and get dressed. Number 4 was going outside to do football. So she had 3 minutes of a warm up, then she had 10 minutes of whatever practice, and then 5 minutes of shooting. She's really
was
into
very
football.
specific, yeah.
This is Lala. And then number 5 or number 6 was come back in and watch a wee bit of TV and then read some more. So she has her day planned at home. But I suppose she has been doing a bit more football, and we've been running the roads. And I don't see it as running the roads. I think for a long time I thought I've held her off it, thinking I don't want to be running the roads, but actually she really enjoys it.
Yeah, and you're getting a lot from
I'm
it
getting
too.
a lot from it. And you're out in the fresh air. I'm not doing no running around the pitch. Like, I'm just standing watching and shouting, shoot or whatever, you know. And then the boy does say to you, no, you're meant to shoot or shout encouragement. I'm like, well done. Shoot quicker the next time.
Get a muzzle on her.
No, she's been doing fantastic, and I see a massive change in her, and her anxieties is far less, and like she has the confidence, and that's her. And is all into his dogs, and he thinks he's the best greyhound trainer there is in the country.
Oh,
and then there's Jude with his book.
Yes, I
Books and books and
know.
books.
But
So
that's wonderful. They're all individual. That's what we should see them as.
That's it.
So I can even see it in your eyes there. You really, when you're chatting about the kids, now that wouldn't have been a forever. That wasn't always. Now there's time to go on their list. And we always look at the negative, but you're feeling a lot of positivity. And
we've had a couple of busy, a busy week, I suppose. We've had 2 birthdays and Mother's Day, all in the one shoot. So poor Eamon's wallet got a bad touch.
The moths are off it.
Oh, there's no spider webs left now. He's away to the credit union.
He's crying.
He's away to get his confirmation money out. He spent the Holy Communion money. God love him, and he would never been a man for presents, and he's booked his act up a wee bit there. He's come back. He's come back well from the day of the air fryer.
Well, I heard about it
the card with the wrong name on it.
A couple of cards with the wrong name on it. No, definitely feeling the love, and I suppose feeling the love of everybody. You know, it's been really, really good. So that's kept my cup filled.
That's brilliant. So it sounds of yours as well flowed up, which is great.
It.
Like,
brilliant. The battle of the cheesy jokes. It's come to the cheesy part.
I can remember them now.
You've been all must.
I know.
I got more. I got more.
Yeah.
Well, I've come prepared. I've got loads, but God knows what Lyndsey's going to have.
What?
Yeah.
I only have 2.
Right.
3.
Do you want to go first? Right, go.
So.
We've never had this. Now we've never had a guest come with their own jokes.
If you are American when you go into the toilet and American when you come out of the toilet, what are you when you're in the toilet?
American.
European.
European. Is that one of your wins, Dad? No.
Excuse me, I spent hours researching.
That's class.
Oh my God.
What do you call a can opener that doesn't work?
Useless.
Yeah.
A can't opener.
I was going to say can.
I know. I was like, don't do that.
Don't reckon.
Yeah.
I'm doing well here.
I don't know if mine are going to beat that now.
I'm going to show myself
up. What did the grape do when he got stepped on?
Oh, don't know.
Nothing. It just did a little whine.
Hey!
Right, well, we'll do a wee riddle. I was thinking about how can we change it up a wee bit, right? Because there's always, they do complain about my jokes that they aren't good, but they're cheesy.
Some of our mummies say they love them, and then there's mummies going, like, come on.
The more of it there is, the less you see. What is it?
The more of it
there is,
the
less you see. What is it?
I've always been terrible at these things.
Same here, Pat. But she'll not want us to get it anyway. So, don't know, Ciara, what is it?
Darkness. The more of it there is, the less you see.
Yeah, fair point.
Mm-hmm. That's not fun. Is that meant to be funny? No.
No.
The riddles aren't funny. All right, okay. Oh, you've really brought that down a bit now.
We're all about the light here.
I know. Well, actually, there's a light one. No, I can't even give you the answer there. There's a light one there too.
You may give us a cheesy joke there to finish us
know.
off.
Why did the owl invite his friends over?
Critter was lonely.
He didn't want to be owl by himself.
Owl by himself.
Why did the duck become a detective?
Don't know,
Because
Ciara.
of a big great quack.
Because he always cracked the case. Right? But that's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's us. Ladies, we'll finish off on that there.
Yeah.
We've actually, it's been amazing to have you, Lyndsey.
Absolute
and
pleasure.
I'm delighted you brought your own wee jokes and they were really good. We'll have to try and remember them now to bring them home to me.
You've put the standard up there
Oh.
well, and
Anybody
I
coming
did
in?
test him on Mason first of all.
Okay.
But he was like, European? Mummy, you're so funny. And I'm like, you don't get that at all, Pep.
God love
Deadly.
him. God love him.
Deadly.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank yous, ladies.
It's been great to have you. I'm so sorry that it took so long to get you on.
Not a bit.
It's been great to have
I've been
you.
happy enough.
You've been happy with
The
it.
seed was planted away back there.
Yeah. That's us, folks. Thank you very much for listening. What is it we always say? Like and subscribe.
Yes.
The podcast is on Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Anywhere you can get it, you like and subscribe, and that'll let you know
Please.
there's more coming. And we'll see you next week for some more. Bye.
Bye.
This was Fill Ur Cuppa, the Support Together podcast, hosted by me, Mrs. O, Kira O'Gowan, and the S2 team. And we couldn't bring you today's episode without the support of Shannon Hollywood, behavioural consultant.
And produced by 9874 Creative.